Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today is the first official confetti chat video. So I hope you guys are comfortable. I hope you got yourself a little snack, maybe a little drink, you know, get real comfy. So today's topic is finding solace or solace. Finding solace in your singleness. This is a personal topic for me just because I have had my fair share of relationships, I guess you could say. And for a long time, it's been really hard for me to be comfortable in just being by myself, you know? I am blessed to have a lot of friends, I guess you could say. But out of my immediate girlfriends, like my two best friends, I'm the single friend. The last real boyfriend that I acknowledged was 3 years ago. So it's been years since I've had a real boyfriend who I've actually been happy to be with, happy to show off, happy felt like he was proud to be with me. That whole type of thing, that's the last time I had that. So it's been a while. I've had a couple flings or talked to a couple guys in between that, but it wasn't nothing serious when you're like, yo, I really love this dude, or at least, you know, I think I love this dude. It was never any of that. And so it's been a long time. And so that means I've been the single friend for a long time. And it's not easy. I mean, at least I don't think it is. There's been plenty of times where I have not wanted to go out with friends just because I knew my friends' significant others were going to be there. And I didn't feel comfortable. And not comfortable in the sense they're overly PDA or overly affectionate towards each other, because that doesn't really bother me much. It was just personal. For me, deep down, I felt inadequate and lesser than because I didn't have someone on my arm, or I wasn't on someone else's arm. That's hella weird to me. That's weird that I can't be enough for myself. And it's sort of kind of like that thing where everyone's like, you know, you should learn how to live on your own before you move in with your significant other. I think that same thing sort of kind of goes for relationships. You can't really put yourself in a relationship until you're comfortable being by yourself, being alone. And that was something I was really scared of for a long time. And just recently, I'm sort of kind of breaking out of it. I'm finding my ground in being comfortable not being in a relationship. And for some people, it's easy, and for others, it's hard. And for people who, like me, find it difficult sometimes, that's the purpose of why I made this video. The last thing I had with anyone really hurt me, you know? Just after that whole situation blew up, I was so hurt, so hurt. I was like, wow, I feel mad, inadequate and disrespected and just all this stuff. I was going through so many emotions. I was just like, wow, no one cares about you know, my feelings and, you know, what I want and what I deserve, at least what I think I deserve, which I deserve. And at that point, I realized, you know, maybe we should just stop trying to force a relationship with people. Maybe we should stop expecting so much from people, and maybe we should just take a break. And it didn't stick. I still wanted to be in a relationship because it's hard when you have a lot of expectations. It's hard when everything around you seems to be screaming that you should be in a relationship, or is that you're at the right age to be in a relationship, or everyone around you is in a relationship. It's really hard for you to be comfortable just being by yourself. And that's something that I deal with. When you look at TV and movies, when you look at your Twitter timeline, it's all these relationships. It's flipograms of people being cute. It's videos of girls with their boyfriends singing in the car, being adorable. It's all of this just coming at you. I just wanted to be able to be in a relationship and be kissed when I felt like being kissed, be held when I felt like being held, take cute pictures, you know, go on museum dates, stuff like that. One of my mini goals for this year is to be okay being single, to be happy being by myself. Now, in 2015, all I wanted to do was be in a relationship. And unfortunately, at times I forced it. I forced it with people who weren't worth my time, my energy, my love, my patience, my support, any of that. And unfortunately, I had to learn that the hard way. I had to learn that forcing a relationship, forcing anything, for real, forcing anything is gonna end badly. This sort of kind of goes hand in hand with loving yourself. Because for me, I wanted that relationship to have someone who would reiterate good things into my life. Would be like, oh, you're pretty, oh, you're good enough, oh, you're this, you're that, yada yada yada. When in all actuality, I need to be telling myself this. I am enough. I am worth somebody's love. I am worth somebody's patience. I am worth somebody's care. If you had asked me last March if I was capable of being loved and that I was enough, I would have been like, no. People misconstrue smiles and jokes and laughs and having a lot of people look up to you and having a lot of people love you as being happy. And there are plenty of times last year where I can distinctly remember being down on myself. And I was angry, and I was hurt, and I was upset. As much as we want to talk about what's wrong with us, nobody wants people just looking into our lives like, oh, you don't want that. Nobody wants that. Nobody really likes that. Because a lot of people aren't sincere. A lot of people just want to see you down. So it's just like, do I really want to tell this person? Are they really going to care about what I have to say? Do they really want to hear it? So, you know, you put up a front. You act like, you know, nothing's wrong. You're like, oh, whatever, I'm good. When in all actuality, you're not. When you're out at school, when you're out with friends, and you're like, oh, laughing, joking, whatever, everything seems good. But when you're behind closed doors, it's a whole nother story. And like I said, people mistake, you know, people having lots of friends and people smiling and making jokes as happiness, when a lot of times it's not. And I wasn't happy. I wasn't happy, and I thought that if I was in a relationship, I was going to be happy. When in all actuality, I needed to be happy with myself before I even thought about being in a relationship, which a lot of people don't think about. A lot of people look for happiness in other people. They look for that in their friends. They look for that in their partners. Instead, it needs to be found within and then projected outward, which is something that I didn't even have inward. So how was I going to project something that I didn't even feel for myself? I wanted someone to be my backbone instead of being my own. I lost sight of what the purpose of being in a relationship is, which isn't even any of the stuff that I wanted. Because a relationship at the end of the day is a friendship. That foundation of a relationship should always be a friendship. And a lot of people don't have that. There's so many times people come to me and they're like, yo, my relationship is falling apart, blah, 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 and giving me like, you know, what's going on. And I'm like, yo, you weren't friends with that person. You honestly weren't friends with that person. You knew nothing about them, what irritates them, what makes them angry, none of that. You were just like, he's cute, or she's cute. I want them. You got them, and you don't even know shit about them, so you have no clue what to do with them. That foundation is missing. You can't build a house on sand. One pig is like, you know, I'm gonna build my house out of sticks. And you know, the big bad wolf is not gonna knock it down. And then the other pig, what was it? Straw? And he's like, oh, I got this. And then the last pig was like, I'm gonna build it out of like wood blocks or cement blocks, something like that. That last pig has that foundation. The last pig has it right. What are you building something on? You know? In order to even build a friendship with someone, if you're going into a relationship at least, there needs to be a foundation within yourself. You need to be grounded in who you are as a person. And I'm still learning to get there with myself. There's no way to just be like, yo, in order to be happy being single, you need to. What? Because in that case, I wouldn't be making this video. I would Google that shit, read it, and then be okay. So I can't be like, oh, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. But the one thing that I do know at the bottom, at the base of everything, is that you have to love yourself. Being single, you know, being by yourself, it gives you a lot of time to look at yourself, you know? It gives you a lot of time to just sit back and be like, okay, So, you know, what do I need to work on? You know, what can I do better? It's literally about finding your limit. Like, when am I gonna stop putting up other people's shit? You know, like, when am I gonna stop being there for people unconditionally when people aren't there for me? And I found my limit. I found my limit during Christmas break. During Christmas break is when I realized I'm not gonna be there for people who aren't there for me. I'm not gonna continuously put out energy for people who, when I need that energy reciprocated, don't give it back. That's when I started fueling some of everything that I was giving out back to myself. You have to reach your breaking point. I had to realize that I did not fully love myself. And it hurts to come to the realization that you're so dependent on someone else that when they're gone, you can't even function. And it's sad. That's sad. It's sad. You can't try and find the missing pieces of yourself in other people because it will never work. Being truly happy, really being okay with being single, comes from a place of being loved, and that love is a love that comes from yourself. When you can truly just be happy by yourself, that's when you'll find your solace. It's like when I can just be like, yo, I'm still that chick. I'm still that chick. I don't need a dude to prove that to me. I don't need a girl to prove that to me. I don't need anybody to prove that to me. I'm that chick because I say I am that chick. You have to realize that you are enough. That you're capable of being loved. And that you're completely badass because you are yourself. Trying to be like this girl and look like that girl and sound like that girl and, you know, dress like that chick. And trying to be everybody but yourself is not going to get you anywhere. And that's what I realized. Because I spent a lot of time trying to be everything but me. Everything but Gabby. You have to find that one of a kindness about you because we're all unique. There's nothing about my little sister that's like me. The only thing that we share is blood and our parents. Okay, that's not true. We share, but there's something about my little sister that makes her uniquely herself. And there's something about you that makes you uniquely yourself. And when you discover what that is, you can't let anybody take that away from you. But if you're constantly trying to figure out what's special about you in other people, they'll tell you anything. If you give people the power to make you, you give them the power to break you too. And when you start telling yourself that you're enough, when you start affirming to yourself what is true about you, can't nobody take that away from you. I love myself because I am beautiful, because I am enough. So that's it. That's how you do it. It's by loving yourself. It's by being enough for yourself. It's by owning who you are as a person and not giving anybody the power to shape who you are. That's not to say there won't be rough days or hard times, because even in my process of loving myself, which just started last month, there's days that I wake up and I can't see that for myself. And a lot of people go through that. You are enough, but you have to find that for yourself. I haven't mastered being enough yet, to be honest. Every day I'm working at it. It gets easier. I'm still figuring out life myself. You know, I don't have it all together. And so I hope that helped. I hope that helped anybody who's watching. So that's it for this week's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys liked this. I hope you got something from this. Feel free to like this video, comment down below if you have any questions or feedback or anything like that. I want to hear. I love hearing it from you guys. Until next time, peace, love, and abundance, y'all. Bye.